So now we're looking at the possible outcomes with compound events. Now, with compound events, we're looking at more than one thing happening. We're looking at more than one event. So we have one event and another event. We want to combine them together to see how many possible outcomes there are. So let's take a look here. Flipping a coin and spinning a spinner. You see with the coin that we have the possibility of two events. We have a head or a tail. With this spinner, we have 5 different events. We have JKLMN. So if I go over here, what are my possibilities if I flip a coin and spin that spinner? So I could have head and, let's just double check here where we started with JKLMN. J, you could have head and K. You could have head and L, head and M, and head and N. So I'm going to change that to a plus because I think that makes more sense. We have 5 different possibilities here. Now, you also have the possibility of a tail. So you could have the same thing, but just with tails. So tails plus J, you could have tail plus K, tail plus L, tail plus M, and tail plus N. So really you have 10 different unique outcomes on this one. So we're going to put a 10 in there. So we have 2 times 5. So really 10 possible outcomes. You spin the spinner and roll a die. How many outcomes are possible? Well, if I look at the spinner, I've got 4 possibilities. And if I look at the die, I've got 6. So I'm going to take 4 events times 6, because you could have a 3 with 1, 3 with 2, 3 with 3, 3 with 4, and et cetera, et cetera. Repeat the same thing with the 4 and whatever. So that would be 24 unique possibilities. Now, this could be worded a little bit differently. It says you spin the spinner, pick a card, and find the sum. How many different sums are possible? So we have to think about, again, are there going to be any repeats? So I have 5 and 5. That would be 25 outcomes, but they're asking about the sums being different. Because what happens if you end up with the same sum repeated? So I'm going to start with the lowest numbers I can remember. So 4 with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to get rid of this. So you're going to have a 4 and 4, 4, 5, 4 and 6, 4 and 7, 4 and 8. So that was 4 with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just double checking I did that right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we have to do the same thing with 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we have 5 plus 4, 5 plus 5, 5 plus 6, 5 plus 7, 5 plus 8. We're going to do the 6 plus 4, 6 plus 5, 6 plus 6, 6 plus 7, 6 plus 8. We have to do that same thing with 7 and 8. So 7 plus 4, 7 plus 5, 7 plus 6, 7 plus 7, 7 plus 8. And then finally we have 8 plus 4, 8 plus 5, 8 plus 6, 8 plus 7, and 8 plus 8. It is a little time consuming, but now we can at least see what all the outcomes are. So 4 and 4, we have 8. We have 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it looks like there's a lot of repeats here, but the lowest number is 8 and the highest number is 16. So we would end up with 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it looks like we actually have, let's double check that again, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That would be 9 different outcomes on that. So I'm just going to put that down and we're good. Obviously, these are easier, the ones where they're just telling us how many outcomes are possible. In this case, you have 4. And here you have 4. So 4 times 4 would give us 16 outcomes. And now we're back to the finding the how many sums. It's a little bit easier because we only have a 2 and a 6. So you're going to have 7 with 1, 7 with 2, 7 with 3, all the way through 6, and then 8 with 1, 8 with 2, 8 with 3, all the way through 6. And then you see, look at all the different outcomes and look at just basically the range of numbers there and just seeing how many different possibilities you have. Let's see if there's anything else we should look at. Again, looking at the number of different sums that are possible, 7 and 1, 7 and 2, 7 and 3, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, you have to get rid of any sums that are repeated to find out how many. So it's not going to just be 2 times 7 to give you 14 here. There's going to be fewer different sums in this case. All right, there